Okay, hi folks, this is gonna be game 2 as of now. We're gonna have YMM coming. Oh, we're gonna have YMM coming up first, but it does seem like Scars decided to pick Moonlit River Park. With the first 4 bands, Seer Priestess, Barmaid, and Acrobat, and then we're gonna have our Antiquarian Prospector and Mercenary. It's not that much of a bad pick, I won't lie, I won't disagree with you. But banning the Knight right there and allowing the Dreamwitch to come out, it does seem like they are going to be confident kiting against Dreamwitch. I mean, if we have seen how Scars contained like ACT Chia's Dreamwitch, I guess yeah, that's where their confidence level came from. Which, you know, is respectable. Like, if they can do it, they can't be arrogant. You need people who need to push them down from their arrogance to beat them out of their heads. That's how you tame them. That's how you tame these players, right? But with the survivor attributes, it does seem like we're going to go max on rescue, max on restraint, and a mini, I would say assist is high as well. Assist is not that low. You have a prospector and then you have an antiquarian. Your assist is also high. It's not really that low. But with this type of team comp, playing Dreamwitch wouldn't be bad. Playing Dreamwitch wouldn't be bad, as we've seen as well, the last band there being the Psychologist. Yeah, playing Dreamwitch here would not be bad at all. It does seem like from YMM's bands, he's basically just saying, yeah, I'm playing Dreamwitch, screw it, you let it out, I'm gonna play it. I mean, YMM kind of only mains like these two. Well, there is a Joseph. He does have his Joseph, but I don't think you can play Joseph against a team like this. I don't think you can, not against double harassers. No, that's a little bit way too hard. That's a little bit way too hard. Personal opinion, that's a little bit way too hard. But from YMM's side, what he needs to do is he needs to get a tie here. As long as they can get a tie and WBG survivors get a tie, regardless of what happens game 3, they win. Regardless of what happens game 3, they win. But from what I'm seeing here as well, so it does seem like we're gonna have Tommy gonna come out, and of course here's our cosplayer back once again. Well, isn't this great? Now on to the area selection mode we go then. This will be moonlit, therefore... Oh, this is quite peculiar. This is quite peculiar. It does seem like we're gonna let the patient be in 2-story. If this is the newer version of the area spawn selection mode, patient should be spawning inside the 2-story areas instead of outside it. But with Merc being at that location as well, Merc is at quite a bit of a disadvantage is what I will say. Quite a bit of a disadvantage is what I will say. And then from the Dreamwatcher side, what matters here most is for him to get a tie. So as long as YM, well, I mean, this, I don't know. It really depends on if YM decides to play this. Can you hear that? Wait, I'm gonna close my window. Someone's blasting music out there, I don't know if you can hear it, but this will be WBG versus Scars. We're gonna have a triple flywheel, knowing that this will be a Dreamwitch, and of course, Patroller from Dreamwitch's side. And then let's move on to the game, shall we? Okay, moving on. We're gonna have YMM coming straight towards our Prospector here, leeching on towards the Prospector. You see, there's a small problem here. You can leech on towards a Prospector, but if you do decide to put his main follower here, I don't think it's that much of a great idea, because Prozzy here still has one magnet on his hands. Flywheel is going to be ready in 30 seconds, so you wanting to land the first hit here against a Prospector is a no-no. It's genuinely speaking a no-no, especially with the fact that when Dreamwitch has nothing on his hands, that's going to be the first magnet, that's going to be a mini push out. And of course, what Prospector has to do here is to put down one pallet and then loop around. But I feel like he may have placed down that pallet a little bit too early. It does seem like the first hit will be registering in a little bit earlier than I have anticipated, in all honesty. Now then, deciding to get his main follower a little bit closer towards the 2-story, we do see that Source deciding that he wants to go out instead. Now here's the thing, if this was an excellent Dreamwitch, oh, if this was an excellent Dreamwitch, but it does seem like YMM successfully predicted that the Prozzy actually is able to get towards third stop right here, being able to get the third stop, getting off from the left hand side if I'm not wrong, immediately putting down your Patroller. I think, oh wait, you cannot leech, my bad. You can't leech here, which is a little bit more of an unfortunate situation, but putting down the pallet right there isn't that much of a bad choice at all. I think the next Patroller buy will be flywheeled out. Yes, it will have to be flywheeled out simply because of the fact that Patroller probably is Patroller is probably gone now. It's probably gone now. That has already been like 3 bites if I'm not wrong. Yes, that has already been 3 bites. So for now, Sword being able to successfully get the Patroller out of his way, but seeing where the main follower is as well, and the leech from the prospector side, it does seem like Prosy will be giving away the leech right here, which isn't too bad for himself. As of now, 2.5 cipher machines done. You are able to reaching onto where the prospector here is a better option. Just don't leech onto anyone else, please. I'm begging you. Just don't. But with Sword being able to get a normal hit right there, Flywheel didn't really come out for Mona's side, using Sword's leech right there, which was very nicely done, and then trying to push out once again the anti-current as much as possible, just so our Dream Witch here can chair. Once again, we are still missing 1.5 ciphers. With anti-current's presence here, even though she may need to go back and look for another cipher, with one normal rescue before half here, I feel like the cipher machine probably would be enough for a 4-man endgame, considering the fact that when we check Prospector, it's 3.5 ciphers done in a nutshell. Then getting a normal hit right here, wanting to double down on the mercenary. This is probably what will change the whole game. Double down here is very important. Double down here is very important. Best not to look after mercenary anymore, deciding on to leech on towards the mercenary now. Here is the problem. We need to change to blink here, because I feel like Prospector with 2 magnets on his hands and Flywheel ready in 30 seconds, he's able to continue here for quite a bit of time, if you don't mind me saying. Now towards the first magnet out there, it does seem like we pulled the wrong follower towards our Prospector right now. It seems like it will allow Prospector to continue a little bit longer right here. It seems like our tie will end up as a 4-man endgame here. Knowing where the dungeon is, this may actually become a 4-man escape here, which is really bad. Really bad for WBG side, successfully putting down our Merc right there from the balloon. The blink has been missed. I don't know how to react to that. I kind of know how he plays. YMM plays very darn aggressively. But with what I'm seeing as of now as well though, Mercy having 1 elbow pad on his hands. With the next, like, okay, we need to change target, we need to change plans now. You can't get a tie anymore, just get a 1-man elimination, and you still have the advantage point right here. But with what I'm seeing as of now, leeching on towards Tsunami getting the leech right there. What happens now is we need to lock the ciphers as much as possible, but how did I hit Patient? Okay, getting it on towards Patient right there. Mercenary still having 1 elbow pad. If we can force the mercenary out of the elbow pad, it may actually just be a better option overall, but it does seem like we want to use the main followers to look for the Prospector. Prospector here almost has 3 magnets, so chasing after someone with max items is not that much of a great idea here. From the Dream Witch's side, we also do see as well Anti-Current successfully de-leeching. Oh no, actually Anti-Current, the leech was given to Patient, not to Anti-Current if I'm not wrong. But from what I'm seeing here as well, Blink is ready on towards the Prospector side, but Prosy has 3 magnets, 1 flywheel. Biggest issue right here, genuinely speaking, one of the biggest issue right here. It does seem like flywheel will be used here immediately. We got the hit out. It does seem like it's a little bit of a slow reaction there. Probably wanted to get a magnet out, but once again there's currently 4 survivors at half health. But the cipher machine is primed. Yeah, the problem here is the cipher machine is primed, and the moment that they know that Dream Witch's main body is nearby, they're gonna pop. They are going to have to pop here. They can't not pop here. If you do decide to stall time, you can't do that. Deciding pop here immediately. Now then, Scars, they have a huge chance here to end with a 4-man endgame here immediately, and we do see that Swords on the other side opening the exit gates. YMM probably does realize this as well. You may utilize the main body as well to catch up towards the other side, but from what I'm seeing now as well, but from what I'm seeing here as well, Tsunami is near the dungeon, but with our Prospector still having 2 magnets on his hands, YM here cannot blink at all, because if you do decide to blink, it's not that much of a great idea for him. Now everyone currently trying to rush towards the other side. We do see that Tsunami crows are already coming out from the other side. There is no blink on towards this. You can't, no, you can't chase after Mona. You're too far away to chase after Mona right here. If you do decide to change targets right here, it's not good for you. It's better to aim for Soar, make sure he uses all his magnets, and then blink him down, which is much more of a safe option right here. But as we do see as well, the anti-current did buy so much time for the Patient to rotate towards this area, and YMM losing himself a little bit right here, only having 1 leash to his hands. YMM, can we, it does seem like Anti-Current is currently nearby. Anti-Current really is nearby. Anti-Current is nearby. Can Anti-Current get out of the gate? Anti-Current, you need to get out of the gate. Anti-Current, flip! Why didn't you flip? You need to flip. You need to flywheel. Anti-Current, you need to flip. You need to flywheel. You have that. You flip, you flywheel, you gone. And it's a 4-man escape. Well, let's congratulate Scars for the 3-man escape there. Moving on to our second half. Ay. Okay, with second half spans, it does seem like it'll be a Seer Priestess, Antiquarian Prospector, and a Toy Merchant. We're gonna come out with a mech. If it's this type of team, then Geisha would be really good. Geisha or no, not BQ, not BQ. Yeah. Because BQ gets countered by Ford a lot, a damn lot. But like Geisha here wouldn't be too bad. You could also no, I actually no. Actually no, yeah, no, because like. Yeah, no. Yeah, Geisha is just a better option if you want to hit the doll and then butterfly closely towards the mech and then hurl a bit faster. But what I'm seeing as of here is now those. Yeah. Geisha is generally one of the better options here. If you want, you can run Robbie, but I don't think Celia mains Robbie at all. Nayid, okay, not a bad choice. Wax Artist here definitely will be a very good choice. Wax Artist here definitely will be an amazing choice here for Celia as well, considering the fact that, you know, mech basically has no Mech can't contain a Wax Artist, haha. Mech can decode against a Wax Artist, but he can't contain against a Wax Artist. And with a team comp like this, Ford gets countered by Wax and Psycho Wax also gets countered by Wax. But the problem is Celia doesn't main Wax Artist. That's a problem. Do you want to get a Clerk out here? Clerk out here is not bad. It is bad, sorry. You have someone who can contain. You can someone who can not contain but can decode on chair. You can someone who can harass while you're balloon rescuing, and then you can someone who can tank 3 hits. Against the Clerk is an Oh My Gusta. So for this one, really Geisha seems better. Or even, you know what? And for the guarantee tie. Just go and for the guarantee tie. But it does seem like we're gonna run Geisha for this one instead though. Geisha is more like win potential. If you want to win, you run Geisha. Right, against a team comp like this, if you want to run, you run Geisha. But if you want to tie, you run Anne. But for me, I think running Anne may just be a safer option, considering the fact that, you know, Anne with TP against a mech on a map like this, honestly speaking, isn't that bad at all. But from what I'm seeing here as well though, it's going to be a psychology, like a Psycho and a mech, you can chase either one. It's a free for all. Psycho with no items, and then mech also with no items but can decode on chair. But with what I'm seeing right here as well though from Celia's side, that's all what we need to see. That is honestly speaking all what we need to see. This Geisha came out, you either win or you either lose. The chance of you tying, I think, is relatively low, considering the fact that 4 will come harass you for quite a bit. But that's really up to how Celia plays. If Celia did bring Mischievous here, 4 probably can't harass at all if I'm not lying with you. But from what I'm seeing here as well, it will be a mech spawning first stop, acroing last stop. The 2-story will be given towards our psychologist, and of course 4 will be near bridge. Now Geisha spawning at the usual spawn underneath second stop, which is, honestly speaking, it's not too bad. But yeah, for WBG survivors right here, they need to tie, and tying against this Geisha will be really hard. I always say Celia has the upper hand right here. Like blink, get a blink butterfly, get a hit on doll. Half a doll can't really do much. It does seem like this mech does have flywheel though. Then it will be a triple flywheel, and of course 1 tie. This will be day 5 match 1 game 2 second half of Scars versus WBG. We'll be having Celia coming out as our hunter for game 2. Moving on then, shall we? Okay, now then, this will be day 5 match 1 game 2 second half of WBG versus Scars. We'll be seeing Lon immediately being the first chase right here. Now then, first mech against a very strong Geisha from Japan server. Let's see how well this will go. But from Geisha's persona trait, it does seem like we have decided to bring Mischievous alongside with Claustrophobia, Announcement, Fear, and of course Trump card Detention. Now Lon is going to get an immediate first hit. Lon is just were we not going to butterfly out? No, that was a perfect place to butterfly out though in my opinion, but it does seem like we're going to play a little bit more safe right here, trying to get as much butterflies as possible, just so Scar Celia here can be able to spam butterflies as much as possible to catch up towards the mech. I guess that's just how pro players think. Oh, I need to stall some time, I need a little bit more butterflies since I need to go after the mech. Mech being able to get from first stop to 4th stop? Wow, first stop to 4th stop immediately, but like the time taken from 3rd stop to 4th stop, it actually takes quite a bit of time right there. But mech deploying it all there immediately, she shouldn't have jumped down there. Jumping down is for another time. She just needs to wait until the Geisha dashes in and then starts playing mind games with you. Hey, how well, I guess there goes the win potential from Celia's side. As forward nearby, 4 has to come right now. And then Celia not being able to get a hit right there. Ballon as well, deciding not to vault over that pallet. But it does seem like we'll be getting a normal hit right here. But it still does have flywheel. We're gonna flywheel out here immediately, not putting the pallet down right there. Celia standing in between the pallets, a little bit tempting there for the mech to actually pallet down. But we do see that forward iron is also nearby as well, being able to use himself as a body block, as a shield here, or being able to. My mom is calling me to eat. This is not lovely. Gets the first down there immediately, but Iron here can harass for a little bit and allows the doll to actually go and decode for a while. At least this can decode half a cipher. Oh wait, no, the doll hasn't even been deployed. This is a full doll. Never mind. The doll can decode at least 1.5 ciphers. And then forward, coming in with a harass right here. Even though there's a mischievous nearby, what can we do? I don't think we can do much. All what Iron has to do here is... Oh, be very careful right there. You need to take the butterflies and look at Geisha, but it does seem like Iron actually reacted a little bit slowly right there. For Celia as of now, though, the sidestep butterfly back right there. And it does seem like we will be getting another stun right there, but Sally didn't really cancel the balloon animation there. So for 4 bought like 250% ciphers. Coming in again. Right, forward still has a quarter of a ball left. Forward still does have a quarter of a ball left. We got a ball block here coming from forward side. Forward needs to immediately receive the whistle from the Psycho before mech. As of now, I don't think she can contain any longer. Flywheel is not ready just yet, but at least the good news is forward has been... Is Ford at full health? Ford's a bit late. A bit later than we expected. But the last cipher machine has already been started. Does seem like this will be a 4-man endgame. Wow! I did not expect to see a Ford to harass a Geisha this much before still having a quarter of a ball left. Jesus. As well as that, Lon has 75% of doll left, so putting the rest of ball right there just to guarantee himself the rescue. That butterfly, I don't think you can dash it from that angle, but dashing from this angle wouldn't be that bad. This should be it before half rescue. We need another whistle from the psychologist. For the survivors as of now, they can't let MK come into rescue. They just let forward to do all the rescuing. That's what I simply think. Or they can let, or you know what, or they can let MK to come into the rescue, or they can let the acrobat to come into rescue. But on a personal opinion, what I feel like is, you know, just one, if you allow the forward to rescue, all what he needs to do is rescue. Well, no, actually, no. Now that I think about it, right, probably letting Acrobat come into rescue maybe just be a better option because of the fact that Acrobat, the problem with Acrobat coming into rescue is the fact that Acrobat opens the gate slowly. Right, Acrobat opens the gate slowly, so you kind of have to force the forward to come into rescue. No, you kind of have to force the acro to come into rescue instead of allowing the forward to rescue. My bad. Because of the fact that acro actually opens gate slowly, it probably is better for acro to come rescuing. So as we do see here as well, psychologist actually at the 4th exit gauge. Now then, getting a normal hit right there. We're not gonna pop. We cannot pop here just yet. We need to buy a little bit more time to allow the mech to rotate to a bigger, better area. In a nutshell, as we do see here as well, though, mech successfully rotating. Like, this area is not bad for mech. It's honestly speaking not bad for mech. Gets a normal hit right there. And for mech, it does seem like he wants to open the exit gate from the other side. For Celia here, he does still have trump card though, but as long as he doesn't use blink here, there's a flywheel coming out successfully right here, successfully buying another 5 seconds. Exit gate should be open by now. No, actually, there's claustrophobia. Because of claustrophobia, exit gate may take a little while to open, but exit gate currently being at 50% right here. By the time that you check, the exit gate is probably already open. Immediately changing towards teleport right there, and for me, forward rotating towards the dungeon, we'll be seeing a 3-man escape right here. Congratulations to WBG being able to handle the pressure right there. And a little bit sad for our Celia. The misblink. Moving on towards game 3 then, shall we?